Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Rock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of January 24th, 2018. So let's get right into it. First up we have Action Comics number 996, Son of Zod Unleashed. Action Comics has been great. We're on our way almost to issue 1,000, so I'm really excited for that. For those of you that don't know, there's issue 1,000 is going to come with 10 covers. There are different eras for Superman, so be on the lookout for that. There's also going to be a companion Action Comics 1000 hardcover. It won't actually contain the issue itself, but it will have other stuff in it. So ask your local shop about that. You can actually pre-order through Comics Conspiracy if you would like all 10 covers and the companion, or all 10 covers, or just the companion, but I will leave a link in the description below if you're interested in picking up that Action Comics 1000 set. So yeah, I'm excited. Super stoked. Next up we have Black Magic number 10 from Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. Art's amazing. Rucka's great. The story's okay for the most part. I think it's definitely something that would probably benefit from being in a trade format, but I've been picking it up and I enjoy it, so I'm going to keep going with it. Next up we have The Demon Hell is Earth, number 3 of 6. Just a little mini-series about the demon. Stuff's going on. It's fun. Next up we have Detective Comics number 973. The Fall of the Batman continues in this. So yeah, looking forward to diving into that. Next up is the big one this week, and that is Doomsday Clock number 3 of 12. Doomsday Clock 1 and 2 were fantastic, so I can't wait to dive in and read issue 3. Some of you may have heard the news that dropped this week about Doomsday Clock and its release schedule. So originally they were going to take 2 months off. I believe one was going to be in March or April, and then the other one was going to be in June or July. But they have just announced that they're actually going to a bi-monthly schedule starting after issue 4 comes out, which issue 4 comes out next month. And they might actually have a 2-month delay getting into that. So I'm not exactly sure what the release schedule is going to be, but I know it's not going to be what it was before. A lot of people are kind of irritated with this. It is irritating that they change up the schedule, that they didn't have enough in the can to adhere to the schedule that they wanted. But I would much rather have them let us know what's going on and take their time to make a good quality book and release it in a timely manner, and not have something that's rushed or kind of incomplete or half done. So it does suck. It pushes it back. Maybe they can get back on track with having some extra time, but we will see. But regardless, I'm super excited for Doomsday Clock. It's just going to suck that it's going to be a little bit longer between each issues, because each issue is great. So yeah. So just FYI. Next up we have The Flash 39. This starts the perfect storm, which Grodd is back. Williamson has been doing an amazing job with Flash. A lot of stuff happening this year with Flash, so be on the lookout for that stuff. But I'm super excited. So next up we have Gotham City Garage number 8. This collects digital issues 15 and 16. It's been a good, interesting book so far. Very Mad Max kind of with Lex having his city that's perfect and everything else is like Mad Max and crazy. But it's cool. It's a different look. This issue, actually, I've read it already, explains Wonder Woman's tattoos that she has, which I thought was really cool. So if you like the Gotham City garage stuff, like statue-wise, I do recommend checking out the book. It's fun. It's not great. It's not going to blow you away, but it's just an interesting read. Next up, we have Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, number 37. Zod's Will. What part is this? Part 1. Zod's son, or Zod, is popping up a lot. So I'm curious to see what that's all about. But we will see. Hal Jordan's been really good. I've been enjoying it. Next up, we have Justice League of America, number 23. This continues the Deadly Fable story arc. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Justice League of America's been okay. It's not as big and as Justice League has been. Justice League has been dealing with more like large scale things like world destroying stuff and all that. Whereas Justice League of America kind of is a more one villain versus the whole team, the team taking on other things, so on and so forth, or stuff that's pretty bad, but not like world level bad. So, or that crazy, but it's good. I enjoy it. So, next up we have Manifest Destiny number 33. Manifest Destiny is just a really great book. I'm super excited whenever I get it to read a new issue of it. It's just really, really good stuff from Image that don't think a lot of people really dive into. I'm really hoping that they do nice collected hardcovers for this series, but right now they only have trades out. But I do recommend going and picking up that first trade. I believe it's called Flora and Fauna, Volume 1. Good stuff. So. Next up we have Redneck number 9. Rednecks, pretty interesting title. What can I say? It's basically redneck vampires and the crap that they get into. So we'll see where that goes. Next up, a book that has been super, super delayed and is super annoying. But what can you do? And that is Southern Bastards number 19 from Jason Aaron and Jason Latour. I understand why it's delayed because Jason Aaron is working basically quadruple duty over at Marvel writing stuff, and so he doesn't have time to focus on his other smaller stuff. So it's nice to see Southern Bastards is out, but the delays between issues is I think some people have forgotten that Southern Bastards even still existed. So next up we have Star Wars Forces of Destiny, Ahsoka and Padme. It's a one-shot deal. Got that to read with my daughter, but we still haven't busted them open, but maybe soon. Next up is Suicide Squad number 34. The Chosen One story arc continues in this. I was super scared because Cy Superior is writing this. Issue 33 wasn't bad, so I'm hopeful for Superior's, his work on this wasn't bad. So that's reassuring, but we'll see. So next up we have Teen Titans number 16. Teen Titans is okay. Between that book, or this book, and Titans, there's a couple books that are I'm starting to get on the fence with about whether or not I want to continue with them. And Teen Titans is one of those. It's not that it's bad. It's just I don't know if I really want to continue with it. So next up we have The Wildstorm number 11. Warren Ellis writes weird, crazy shit that I barely understand, and I keep reading it. That's pretty much it. Next up we have Wonder Woman number 39. Swan's Song continues here. I really enjoyed the first part of the story, so I'm curious to see where it goes. James Robinson's been doing an okay job on the book, so yeah. And last up on my pull list is Exo Manowar number 11. Been really enjoying the relaunch of this series. Yep, I mean, 50 issues. Then they redid it. That's a good chunk of stuff, and then you start over again. I don't mind, but the constant renumbering at like 12 or 24 or whatever, that you need to give creators time to really tell a story and for something to get its legs and run. But I'm enjoying this current stuff. So I did have to go back and buy this issue, even though I don't normally get this book, and that's Batgirls and the Birds of Prey 15 for Manslaughter Part 1. Because Harley Quinn's in the story, she was only in the covers on the later on the later issues of the story arc, which was only 4 issues. So I read those and was like, oh, I probably need to pick up the first part of this. So I picked it up, and when I read it, it'll go with my Harley stuff. I did pick up some variants this week. Let's get right into it. First up, we have the variant for Action Comics 996. Looks like a nice Dustin Nguyen there with some Booster Gold action. Detective 973 had a variant for that. Of course, Doomsday Clock has Batman reading Rorschach's journal, so that's pretty cool, considering they met in the last issue. Flash has its 700 variant this week for issue 39. I picked up the Justice League of America 23 variant because I thought it was pretty cool. Suicide Squad 34, even though it's Will Porcheo and it's not the best, I still get it because I'm a sucker. And of course the wonderful variants that have come on with that have been on Wonder Woman. I had to snag that one up. So that's it for my pull list this week. There is one title that came out this week that I grabbed that we did have enough copies for me to check out, and that is Raven, Daughter of Darkness 1 of 12. I have actually already read that. It's okay, since I'm not necessarily the biggest Titans or Teen Titans fan. I like Raven's character, and I read the last miniseries that had her in it, which basically this continues from that. But for the most part, I don't really think I'm going to be picking this up. I may check it out later on down the road, but I'm not too keen on it. It is by Wolfman, so there's that for those of you that love Teen Titans and all that stuff. I do recommend checking it out. It's probably up your alley. A couple books here that are a few weeks old or a week old or something. I decided to check out the Avengers No Surrender 675. It was okay. I'm not sure where it's going, but we shall see. And then, of course, the Return of Jean Grey, The Phoenix Resurrection, number 3 is out, so check that out. Last week, Star Wars 42 came out, so I'm going to read up on that. And then Dr. Aphra, number 15, came out a few weeks ago. I'm not too big on that issue, Dr. Aphra. I finished reading it today. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I enjoyed the earlier stuff, but I don't necessarily know if I like this new stuff. The writer seems to like Star Wars, but not necessarily. Is just trying to overcompensate on some of the stuff. But we'll see. I mean, I'll keep reading it. So that's pretty much it for this week. We do have 5 weeks in January, so next week's going to be more books, but it's going to be a weird week, so be wary of that. Previews will come out next week as well, so I'll have that up here too for you guys to see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been an interesting week so far, but getting through it. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. YouTube released their wonderful partner news, and so not that I'm getting a ton of money from it, but it kind of sucks that they've shafted those who don't really necessarily have huge channels into basically getting nothing. So I'm still going to do this for you guys because I still enjoy doing this. I still enjoy letting you guys know what's going on week to week with what I get, and also trying to get stuff up. And yes, I know I need to post a video of this and open this. Yes, because this is the same. It's been the same. It needs to change. So yeah. But who knows? So yeah, we'll get to it. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just recorded episode number 342. You can find that in a link in the description below. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are picking up, all that stuff. If you have questions, drop them there. I try to respond in a timely manner. And yeah, you can help me and my fellow conspirators out at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, getting food sometimes, and getting us product to have. So thank you very much, guys, for helping support us that way. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. And that's pretty much it for this week. So I'm thinking there's something I'm missing that I forgot to tell you, but I'm not sure. Oh, Ninja K came out this week, but we didn't get enough copies. Mine's coming in soon, so it'll be in another pull list video. But that's something else that came out. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.